This is what I don't think this is the CounterSide collab that they're advertising. It looks pretty tough. Like this has me. I wasn't super into CounterSide, but this has me. On that, some CounterSide news that I seen on Reddit. I don't want to butcher the name, so I'll just have it in the description below. This is Rosaria that's on the screen now. But they did say that March 19th, the CounterSide collab will start and it will last for about 3 weeks. And they will be getting one copy of SSR Yomina. They'll be given for free. But both Yomina and Hale's banner and their arcane card, which is their support card, the banners will start on March 19th. And Rosaria banner and her arcane banner will start on April 2nd. So they announced the collab for this for March. They didn't really say anything about global. So everything I just said is, grain of salt. I'm hoping the CounterSide does drop when global releases. CounterSide units are amazing. I wasn't super into CounterSide. I played quite a bit, but like I wasn't super invested into it. But the designs are amazing. So apparently they also released like some other information like 2.0 for March 9th on the KR and JP side. Some quality of life things like skips and inventory upgrades and things of that nature. But like I said, everything is with a grain of salt because we haven't really gotten any information on the global release yet. So I'm pretty sure news will be dropping as we come closer to the global release date. But it is a lot to look forward to. There are also some things that the KR and JP side apparently didn't like. That's for a whole nother video. But it's looking bright. The design of this game is looking amazing. The CounterSide is amazing. I am assuming though that the 2.0 release that they were talking about and all the quality of life improvements will be for global release as well. That's just a hunch I have, because I'm pretty sure they do want to start off on a good note with global release. And like I said, the KR and JP, they did have a little bit of a, wasn't the best release, but I'm pretty sure they do want to, start global with the right mindset. Not even the right mindset, but they want to start global off right. And I'm looking forward to this game, so I hope that there's nothing too crazy that makes you want to drop the game. Doesn't have to be super free to play friendly. It kind of reminds me of HSR. I was a big HSR fan, but it got to the point where I feel like obviously these games do have power creep. Like you expect these games to have power creep. I feel like HSR was just a little too much power creep. I don't know how to explain it. And then the re-rolling for the gear was torture. Like I enjoy those things. Like being a gacha game fan and a turn-based guy, like I like doing those things to a certain extent. If I'm spending 6-7 months and I can't get a roll in the gear that I want, or they don't even give me a chance to have something to pick what I need to have on certain gear, like miss me with that. But this is another unit that I have on the screen. She looks kind of tough, I'm not gonna lie. Rosaria looks really good though. But yeah, this wow, okay, but this does look like a good game. I have very, very high hopes for this game. That's really all I can say about this right now. Are you guys looking forward to it? Who you guys trying to summon for? If you guys do know anybody, correct me if I'm wrong, but I also heard this game has RTA or PvP. That's actually so tough for me. I know a lot of people are into the PvP aspect of the game, just because, or certain games, because that's where you kind of get into the the whale territory, and it's not free to play. But free to play, you can compete. Like I don't know what you're expecting as a free to play player though. Like, are you expecting to be #1 in the world? Like I don't think that's the case in any game like this, really. But I just also want to go over some things that I've seen from like the KR or JP side of the game. These are all Reddit posts, so I can also post this one down below. But their name was Renoa 2025, and this was kind of like a month update into the game, but this is also 2 months ago, or 2 months ago. They did say kind of like with the gacha, sorry, but they did say with the gacha the prices are kind of expensive. But at least the event packages are comparable to Nikkei. I haven't really played Nikkei, so I don't know how the prices are, or if it's reasonable. But anyone that plays Nikkei, you can definitely let me know down below. But they did say they compared it to Nikkei, like comparable to Nikkei. So hopefully it's like, you're still able to get units as a free-to-play player, because free-to-plays, at the end of the day, they're a big like market in a lot of these games. But yeah, he did say it's comparable to Nikkei, but unfortunately each event is expected to come with a minimum of 2 banners, which I'm not a huge fan of, because it kind of reminds me of Ethereum Restart when they were dropping 2 banners at a time. I feel that's a lot. Like obviously as someone that just likes gacha games, you want to kind of collect everybody because you never know, units go up and down as other, units release and like team comps go. So I'm not really a huge fan of the two new unit banners at a time, but we're gonna see how that works. They said not only does this mean that you'll need twice the number of pulls, a lot of units are also they're highly dupe dependent. That is something I do not like to hear. So wailing for dupes is also encouraged for the fact that there is a wait time before banners are added, which I guess it sucks because I know the reruns sometimes could take months or years or a year. And the fact that dupes are heavily required does suck because you want to get the unit, make the best of it at the best of that unit as you get it. But like I said, all that is subject to change. I feel like it was just early stages, like the Kara JP side. Like I said, they do a very good job of handling and fixing the game. So I feel like as global releases, they'll do something about that, because that's one of the worst things you can have, is have a unit and you can't really use it to the full of potential because you need more dupes. So we'll see that. That's what they said about the gacha. I'm just gonna read like a small thing from each aspect of what he said or what they said, and then you can also look in the description below. They also say something about the game progression. Like overall, there are around a half a dozen things you need to do to build your units, and in game mines are stingy as hell. They said there's a bunch of like one-off rewards based on in-game milestones that will help a new player build a strong roster, but they run out too quickly. Okay, so purchasing in-game resources also end up being a major sink. Okay, so that's what. So they give you resources, but as you're building up, it's like, oh shoot, so all my resources, all my free resources are gone. So you have to wait another day. But obviously you have that pay for something aspect. It also comes down like equipment system, which involves RNG. Like I said, I was saying that earlier. Like I don't mind RNG. Like it adds to the game. Like being a gacha game player, you like to have RNG. Bro, do you know how amazing it is to have a piece of gear, and for example, you roll like 20 speed and somebody else can't get that? I don't like it when it happens to me, but to be someone that has a 20 piece, speed gear, and I can go into RTA or PvP and I know I have this unit super fast because I rolled this. Like I like that, but I feel like everyone should have a chance to get something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, but that's all I have to say about that. We also have gameplay aspect. They did say the gameplay is a mix of Nikkei style AFK, turn-based combat, and that's a Umumuse. I butchered that name, but you guys know what I'm talking about. I heard about that game. It's inspired by that. I don't really know about, like I said, I don't know much about Nikkei. I've seen it, and I've heard it's doing very, very well. I know it's a lot of fan service as well, but yeah, I don't know too much about Nikkei, but that's what he compared it to, at least, or that's what they compared it to. He also said something about daily takes, about 15 minutes, and more if you're actually clearing stages. A decent chunk of time is being used for unskippable UI animations and event battles that are not yet sweepable, which we did read. Remember their recent stream for KRJP that they said they're gonna add quality of life things, so they will add the sweeping skill, which is amazing because, like I said, they are making changes. So if that was an issue that they had before and they're already fixing that, they're taking a step in the right direction. So I'm looking forward to it. They also said PvP sucks. It's largely determined by who has the fatter wallet, and the player pool is super small. But it's gonna be super small now because the game is just released and they can't have a super handful of characters right away. The community runs PvP tournaments in Kara with some rules to flatten the curve. Okay, I guess if PvP is if units are dupe dependent, I can see why someone that spends more is better, which most of these games is like that. But if they could fix that somehow, like I feel like it's fine. Apparently for the story, there's a lot of praise on the writing in the actual game, which is good. You want to play a game that also has good design, but the story matches the design and it's something you could really just pay attention to. I also heard the music is really good in this game. Customer support, if that don't interest you guys, I heard it's not the best, but like I said, we'll cross that path when we get into the global release. And I also heard, you know, dev communication on that end was not the best either. But like I said, we got some time. The game releases March 19th, so it says on the iOS store and I believe on the Android store as well. But I'm definitely looking forward to this game. Sorry about that. This is just some RTA that I have in the background. Whoever this unit is looks amazing. I'm a sucker for sword users, especially like long sword users. So that shit just looks so tough. Yeah, but let me know down below if you guys are looking forward to this game, who you guys are planning to summon on, or if you don't know the name, just kind of describe them. I will definitely be covering this game a lot more. I'll have another video on this game very, very shortly. Possibly on, not sure yet, but I'll definitely have some videos on this game. Comment down below what you guys think about it. Are you guys looking forward to it? You have any other games that's on your radar? I do have this game, and I also have Neverness to Everness. But hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.